Get excited. All you fight fans know what time it is. Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. Two of the women who really transcended the sport of MMA as far as females is concerned. Now, both of these ladies were very successful, I think, not just because they were talented fighters, they were just talented all around. Both of them are beautiful, attractive young ladies, and I think that helped them really reach the next level. Now, Gina Carano wasn't a pay-per-view star, but she was the first real women MMA fighter to bring the sport to light for women, and that helped Ronda Rousey because Ronda Rousey followed and became a UFC star. Once Dana White started putting women on notice and putting women on the sport of MMA, she took it to a whole nother level. Ronda Rousey was the first, pay-per-view star for MMA. Now, Ronda Rousey could let her hands go, but I feel like the advantage for Ronda Rousey is going to be her ground game. She has to take Gina Carano to the ground in order to beat her. On the stand-up, Rousey does have some punching power. She doesn't have the best defense, and I think that's going to hurt her if she can't take Gina down. If she can't take Gina to the ground, I don't think she's going to be able to beat Gina because Gina has the size advantage and she's better on the feet. I feel like her ground game is kind of weak compared to Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, if she gets you to the ground, she's going to either stop you with blows, but her main thing is the arm bar. She gets your arm, it's over. You might as well tap out or you're going to lose that thing. It's not going to be in the UFC, but I don't think that really matters. Jake Paul put this together with Netflix, and we all know that Netflix has been putting up some good shows. Even the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, I thought it was very good. Just the main event wasn't. Overall, I think people are going to be really excited now. Who do I got? I think this is kind of a 50-50 fight. Both of these ladies have been missing in action because they both became successful outside of the octagon. Both of them have been very successful as actors. They've both been in movies. Ronda Rousey has wrestled in WWE, and it doesn't seem like they needed to do this. Both of them was doing great, but I think that fire in their belly made them want to come back and show the fans that they're still relevant, that they can still fight. Now, I did say this is a 50-50 fight in my opinion, but I am going to root for Gina Carano. I just feel like Ronda Rousey is a very bad sore loser. Let's just check out what they had to say about one another. They interviewed them recently. I just found out today that this is going to happen. So let's see what they had to say about one another, because I would guess that they have some respect for one another.
I saw a video of Gina Carano giving an interview, and she didn't look good. She gained like an unhealthy amount of weight, and my first thought was like, oh my God, what can I do? What can I do to help? And the reason why I had that thought was because she's the one woman, not only in MMA that doesn't owe me a damn thing, but that I owe immensely. And I'm always trying to look out of what I could do for her. And, she's, her family owns Caesar Palace in Rebel Oil. Like there's nothing I could really do for her, except for when I was in a similar spot, when I was, depressed and gave up in the world and inadvertently gave up on myself. What I needed was a goal and something to reignite my passion again. And I always said that Gina is the one person I'd come back to fight for. And I thought, you know what, like she needs this. She needs this fight. And the more that I thought about it, I was like, you know what, I need this. I really need this fight. And I reached out to Dana and asked him if he would be interested in it. And it didn't exactly work out with the UFC, but it led us to here today.
Potential comeback fight with Ronda.
Yeah.
How serious was that?
It was very serious.
What stopped it from happening?
I'm living in LA. I used to train out of Randy Couture's in Vegas. And I had my whole group there, right? I had Scott Beery, Jiu-Jitsu. I don't know where he went. I think he's like disappeared into the woods or something. Remember?
Oh, really?
On the mat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to own that store in Las Vegas. Yeah. Him and his brother. I don't know where he is. He's like a mountain man now. Chris Ben Chavchavadze, he's a boxing coach. Used to be UNLV boxing coach. Still, you'll see him Yeah, he's pretty great. So I had my whole team in Vegas. So when Dana White and Lorenzo, they invited me out finally, like, this had been like 5 years ago. They said, hey, we'd like to offer you like, $1 million fight with Ronda. And I was like, damn, what took you guys so long? Like what I had told Dana and Lorenzo at that time was, I don't have a team. I don't even have an idea of a team. I don't have a gym. I have, I don't think me and Kevin were together at that time. I didn't have any connection into, where I would do this fight camp. And I knew, with the weight and everything, it was going to take me it would take me 3 months to get the weight stabilized. And then it would take me 4 months to actually be in like fight camp. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just to get back into it. I hadn't fought at that time, almost like a decade. So I asked Dana if he could just please keep it quiet. Just don't bring up my name. Give me the time a 6-month time. Yeah. Well,
it's not even reasonable. You really need like a year, right?
Well, yeah, but I was, I felt like I could at that moment.
Right.
I felt like 6 months. Well, Dana, Dana. He was like, and I've got Gina Carano, and it's going to be against Ronda Rousey. And he started pumping it out on the, Twitter, and he pumped it out in the interviews. And I was like, whoa, like, calm down. Like, first of all, I don't even know who I'm going to train with. So now you've made it harder for me to walk into a gym and just get comfortable with people, because now everybody knows I'm looking for a team. I'm looking for something.
Right, and it's going to be a very high-profile thing.
Yeah, and so now it made everything so much more difficult. And, like, that's where we didn't get along for a second. I was like, dude, like,
right,
like, quiet down. Like, if you just quiet down, I can find a team and I can get organized. And then he said something pretty aggressive over text messages. I'm sure he does that. And I was just like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to do that. Like, it was very simple for me. Like, that was going to be something for me. And I was excited to be back in that world, and I was excited to do something like that. I respect Ronda, and I thought that was exciting. But after, like, you just can't, like, go back into that world and feel instantly disrespected on so many levels. So I was like, I'm cool, I'm going to go. And then I think another movie came up, and I was like, sweet, I'll just go do this movie then. Like, I don't need to be disrespected, So that's how that story went.
You didn't have any inclination to have another fight? You just wanted to have the Ronda Rousey fight?
I mean, I think when you fight, you are constantly fighting. I have a bag in my, downstairs in my garage. Like, I'm, on the treadmill and constantly fighting people in my head and having a comeback fight all the time.
How old are you now?
I'm 40. So
do you think you would still do it?
I mean, I still can't even say that I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Because Ronda said
that
you're the one.
I know. And honestly, I feel like she's the one as well, if I wanted to,
Let's go, ladies. Let's fucking go.
Sounds like we could have had this fight a little sooner, but Uncle Dana dropped the ball, being Mr. Aggressive. I hate the way Dana acts. Like, I respect what he's done in the sport, but he's a little too much. Either way, the fight is here, guys. Tell me what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
It's caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the